Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. Today we're talking about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, the new chapter coming soon, and I'm going to bring you all the latest news and official updates. During the video, we'll see together some really interesting confirmations released by the Mob Entertainment team. First of all, we'll talk about a new official confirmation regarding a song that will be in Chapter 5. I'll show you everything we know so far, and we'll try to understand what it could mean for the story. Then we'll take a look at the Steam page update for the game. In fact, the Steam page was updated a few hours ago. And we will see it. And we'll also analyze some official messages written by the Mob Entertainment team on Discord. These messages give us a direct look into their ideas and the confirmations regarding the new chapter. They're small details, but they can make a big difference for all of us fans. So, it's going to be a video full of updates and official confirmations, so stay with me until the end. And of course, if you like content like this, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next news about Poppy Playtime and in future about other games. So, let's get started and see what awaits us in Chapter 5. Now let's start talking about one of the most interesting news related to Chapter 5, which is the new song. A few days ago, CG5 posted a video on his YouTube channel. In the video, we can see him with the caption saying, "Currently thinking about Chapter 5 for no reason whatsoever." As we know, CG5 is a singer and composer who has already worked in the past with Poppy Playtime, creating the main songs for each chapter. His most famous Poppy Playtime song is definitely Deep Sleep, which is still listened to by many fans today and continues to be used in shorts on social media. This shows how much his work is appreciated and recognized within the Poppy Playtime community. For some time now, it had been rumored that CG5 would also make the song for Chapter 5. In fact, he had already left some hints on his Twitter profile, where he clearly wrote Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 and even commented on the cinematic trailer of the new chapter. So, the signs were all there, but a more direct confirmation was missing, and now this YouTube short gives us exactly that confirmation. So we can say with good certainty that he is really working on a new song for Chapter 5. Of course, most likely this song will be released after the game's launch to avoid any early spoilers about the story or main events. It's a choice that makes sense, considering how much fans care about the suspense and the mysteries of each chapter. Let's remember that Chapter 5 will be released on February 18, so we can expect the new song to be published from that date onwards, maybe just a few days after the launch, as it happened with the songs of the previous chapters. Personally, I can't wait to listen to it, because if it's like the previous ones, it will surely give us a memorable and even more immersive experience in the world of Poppy Playtime. Now let's move on to another interesting update, this time directly from Discord. The message we will analyze was written by Amber, the official artist of Mob Entertainment. We already know it. Amber is the person who creates all the official game artworks, and often these artworks contain small clues and secrets related to the new chapters. A user on Discord asked her if, for Valentine's Day, there would be a special themed artwork, just like it happened in the past for other holidays, Halloween, Christmas, and New Year. On those occasions, the artworks were not just themed images, but they also contained hidden secrets linked to the chapter that was about to be released. So they were a real little teaser for the most attentive fans. Amber's response was quite cautious. She said that she might create the Valentine's Day artwork, but at the moment it is hard to give a precise answer. So, there is not yet an official confirmation, but this makes us understand that there is a real possibility that in the days before Chapter 5's release, we might have a new artwork full of secrets. Let's remember that Chapter 5 will be released on February 18, while Valentine's Day is February 14. So if the artwork is published on that date, it would be practically a small teaser giving us the last details before the official launch. It could contain hints, Easter eggs, or small hidden references to Chapter 5, exactly like it happened with the previous holiday artworks. An image like this would only further increase the hype and anticipation for the new chapter, and I think many fans will watch it carefully to try to find every little detail. So, let's really keep our eyes open in the next few days, because this could be a perfect opportunity to get an exclusive preview of Chapter 5. In the next few days, we will most likely have more confirmations about this artwork. If it will be published, probably we will have hints about it, and we will be able to analyze it immediately to discover all the hidden secrets. Now let's move on to another interesting part, which is the Steam page updates for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. To do this, we rely on SteamDB, which we already know well. For those who don't know, SteamDB is an external site to Steam that allows you to monitor in real time all updates on game pages, so it's really useful for anyone who wants to keep track of news before the official release. Looking at the Steam page of Chapter 5, we can see that in the last few days, there have been updates. Even though at first glance they seem like invisible changes, they are actually very important. These are the classic updates that serve to optimize the page, fix technical details, and make sure everything is ready for the launch. These updates didn't only affect Chapter 5, because on the same day, 47 other Steam elements were updated, so we're not talking about an isolated event, but a bigger operation that shows how much the team is working behind the scenes. It's interesting to notice how frequently the Steam page is updated. As we get closer to the game release, these updates become more and more frequent. This means the team is preparing everything in detail and that even small changes could hint at some news or additions for the game itself. Another important point concerns the screenshots on the page. At the moment, those published are still temporary, so they are not the final screenshots of the game. This shows that the team intends to update the page again with final, high-quality images, which will finally show Chapter 5 as it will be at launch. So, this is another element to keep an eye on in the next few days, because when the final screenshots are published, we will have a more concrete preview of the levels, the characters, and the game's atmosphere. Even if at first it seems like just a simple technical update, these Steam page changes give us a lot of indirect information and remind us how actively the team is working to have everything ready and perfect by the time Chapter 5 launches. Now, to conclude, let's take a look at another interesting message, this time written by Ben Rooker, another member of the Mob Entertainment team. A user asked him what his favorite part of the ARG for this chapter is, and his answer was very clear. What they are doing right now. With this answer, Ben confirms that all the ARG material prepared in the past few days is exactly the part he enjoys the most. This shows us how carefully each phase of the ARG is designed, because every clue, message, or content published helps build the story and directly involve the fans. It's worth remembering that we are right in the middle of the ARG for Chapter 5, and this year the ARG started later than usual, practically in the last month before the game's release. Compared to the ARGs of previous chapters, this one is definitely shorter, but not any less interesting. In fact, it's an intense ARG, full of content to analyze, hidden secrets, and small details that the most attentive fans can discover and interpret. So, let's get ready, because in the days, more ARG content might be released. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next updates on Poppy Playtime. Stay tuned, because we will continue to bring you all the latest information and secrets of Chapter 5 as soon as they arrive. Bye bye and see you soon.